What's up, guys? It is Monday, which means it is my comic collection day. Shout out True Believer Comics. If you didn't know, my favorite artist of all time is Jim Lee. I've been to a couple conventions and I've gotten a couple things signed. In total, 5. So here are all of my Jim Lee signed comics. First up, we have the first thing I got signed by Jim Lee is Infinite Crisis #1, the Jim Lee variant. It's signed by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Pretty hype. I just need to get Phil Jimenez on it. Dope. And then that same year, I got X-Men #1 signed by Jim Lee. But this year, I finally got Chris Claremont and Scott Williams on it. So that's super exciting. Got the full creative team. And then at New York City Comic Con this year, I got 3 more Jim Lee signatures. First up, this is really cool, this Superman one. He did it in red, but you couldn't see it on the cape. So he was like, here, let me outline it. And he outlined it in black, so it looks 3D. Freaking awesome. We also got Brian Azzarello, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair on that. Peak, the entire creative team. Then this one, I got signed by Jim Lee at New York City Comic Con. It was kind of runny, so he was like, here, let me do this, and drew this bat on it, which is really cool because it's a free remark. I also got Jeff Loeb, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair. But while he was waiting for this one to dry, he was like, here, let me just sign you one for free. But this one I had already bought signed by Jim Lee, and he was like, I don't want to sign it again. So he just drew a little bat down there and put his initials, which is so cool. So this one's signed by Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, Alex Sinclair, and Scott Williams, the full creative team. But yeah, those are all my Jim Lee signed comic books. Hopefully I'll have more next year. Happy My Comic Collection Day.